Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new on here, my name is Tonia and you are totally free to smash the subscribe button. Okay, break it, just destroy it and do whatever you like with it because it's completely free. Okay. But in today's video, I wanted to give you guys an update from Italy because all this while, since this whole thing has been going on, I think I updated you guys like 2 or 3 times on the live that I usually do on YouTube, but I haven't really done a detailed video like updating you guys on what's been happening. And the reason is because I honestly don't want to be the bearer of bad news, you know, always coming on here to say, oh, there are this amount of cases, there are this, you know. That's why I've been doing more of the quarantine vlogs, just so that you guys can have something to entertain yourselves. A subscriber had reached out to me a few days ago telling me that a lot of my subscribers, I guess he's just speaking for himself, would like to get updates on what's going on because a lot of people are planning to travel out here, but their plans were like interrupted due to the current situation, and getting an update will help. So I've decided today to do just that, simply because I've had a request for it already. Now, I want you guys to know that I am in no way a professional doctor or a government agent or anything like that. Any information I am giving you guys here is the one that they give us here as residents of Italy and as military families. But I want you guys to know that every single information I'm going to be giving you guys here will be very accurate based on the current times. You guys probably will see this video a week after I have shot it, and maybe by then there will be a little bit of changes, but every single thing that I will tell you guys right now is as current as it is at the moment. So let's go straight into the video. Every time that I say ora, let's just say that's the name of the thing, okay? I don't want to be flat. There are currently 63,927 confirmed cases here in Italy, with 58% of those cases remaining concentrated in the neighboring Lombardy and Emilia-Romagna regions. You guys know that's the particular place that the whole thing started in Milan. So most of those cases are in that particular region called Lombardy. Closer to home, which is like closer to where I am, there are 5,550 cases in the Veneto area, which is the region where I live. There are over 5,000 cases. And you know, the reason why this is in this information is because even though I get like the whole case in Italy, I still get the cases happening in my region, just so that we would know. And of those cases, 691 cases are from the Vicenza province, which is where I stay particularly, whose population is 867,314. So the rest just talks about like how many in the military community, blah blah blah. That's not really a thing I want to say or talk about because they are private. I'm just saying this ones because they concern the whole of Italy basically, which is something that a lot of you would like to know. Also, currently in Italy, as you guys already know, it is a complete lockdown here in Italy. The only thing open in Italy is grocery store and pharmacy, and that's because those two things are essential to life. Grocery stores are open because we need to eat to survive, and pharmacies are open because we need help from them, you know, like the little we can buy little drugs and pills and medicines and all of that to stay alive, you know, to keep ourselves going, because a lot of us right now are scared of going to a real clinic like a hospital, simply because the cases there are not, you know, right now they're so busy with other things. So the pharmacies help with little things that we need, like the masks, the hand gloves and hand sanitizers and all of those little things that we need that are essential to life. Those are the only things that are open currently in Italy. So I am telling you that the museums, the art galleries, the restaurants, malls, anything at all that you can think of in Italy is closed. Anything at all. The airports are closed. Everything is closed. The only thing open, as I've said, is the pharmacy and the grocery store. So if in any time you see me leave my house, I am only going to buy food or medicine. Those are the only two things we are allowed to leave our houses for. And even when we leave our houses for those things, we still need to show this form called the declaration form to be able to walk around, because there are like police checkpoints and like military checkpoints where they ask you for this thing and you have to show it. And so that declaration form basically states that you are this person, you are that person, and this is where you're headed to. And the place you're headed to must not be a rubbish place. It must be grocery store, pharmacy, or work, because some people still work. People that their jobs are essential, they still go to work, like the militaries, the doctors, the nurses, all of those people, they still go to work, the police, all of that, right? So those people still need to move on a daily basis, so those people still go to work. Now let me head into the one that the person wanted to know specifically, which is traveling. First of all, if the airports are closed, then you cannot travel, okay? But let me go to a very reliable website and give you guys like a professional view on what traveling is currently like in Italy right now. It says here that we are recommending travelers to defer all non-essential travel to Italy due to the recent outbreak of Ora. That's what we named it, right? Ora, right? I don't remember. The Italian government has strict movement restrictions. On March 17th, the Ministry of Infrastructure and Transportation, together with the Ministry of Health, issued a decree whereby all individuals entering Italy by any means of transportation are obliged to self-quarantine in their homes/hotels for 14 days, even if they have no symptoms of Ora. Individuals who are traveling to Italy for justifiable work purposes for less than 72 hours, which can be extended an additional 48 hours, are exempt from the requirement. So basically what this one is saying, that before now, you can come to Italy, but you will be quarantined for about 14 days, right? So first of all, why would you want to travel here and be quarantined for 14 days? You'll be quarantined for 14 days. They will make sure you don't have the thing. If you have it from there, you're going straight to the hospital. If you don't have it, that's when they will let you go. How do you know you're not going to contract it when you're coming in the plane or at the airport or anything like that, right? The question is, can you travel to Italy right now? And the answer is no. Why? Because professionals have advised otherwise. There is currently a level 3 travel restriction, or even a level 4 as at when I'm making this video, restriction on traveling to Italy, simply because it is not safe. And secondly, there is a no movement restriction also. That means that I don't even think that you can actually come here now, because prior to now you will come, but you'll be quarantined for 14 days to be sure that you don't have Ora. But right now, I don't even think you can even come. I don't think any airlines are even coming. I don't even think that any airline wants to risk it like that. I don't even think that the airports are open. As at now that I'm making this video, I doubt that the airports are open, because there is a complete shutdown. There are movement restrictions, and even when you do move, as I've said, you're going to need a declaration form, which I am sure you do not have. So the question that person is asking me, can I come to Italy right now, is no. And you guys, this has affected a lot of people applying for visas right now, because if there's a restriction on coming here, if there's a movement restriction, travel restriction, it means that a lot of these Schengen areas are not going to give you visa at this point in time until this whole thing is over. So in case you guys are wondering, right now, the shutdown, the lockdown, the quarantine, the no movement, the restriction and everything is until the 13th of April, as at when I'm making this video. But you guys, that thing has moved 3 times already. Okay, first of all, they were like 1st of April, and then there was a time they said sometime in March. Okay, so it's moved from March to the 1st of April to now the 13th of April. So at the end of the day, this thing might also move and keep moving till like May, June, July. You know, we don't know, because it seems like every time they will say 2 weeks from now. When it gets to that time, they'll say 2 weeks again, because they are working with the current situation. So if they feel like, oh, by the 13th of April, things are not looking good, they're going to extend the shutdown, you see. So right now, I can't tell you that this is the time that everything is going to be over, but as at what we have at hand right now, everything is supposed to be over by the 13th of April. And as at when I'm making this video, Italy has been on shutdown for almost 6 weeks already. I think this is the 5th or the 6th week. As at the time that I'm making this video, this is the 5th week that we've been on shutdown. So it keeps moving and moving, so I can't tell you this is when it's going to be over. But yes guys, that's basically all I have to say right now. We get updates now and then, maybe once every 2 weeks, once every week, on the current situations. They give us like this visual town hall meetings where we join and we get like updates and all of that. But as at when I'm making this video, this is the current situation. So if I was to advise you as someone who's currently here, I would tell you, don't bother applying for any visa at this point in time. I don't even think the embassies or the VFS are opened, right? Because in most countries right now, are also currently on shutdown. So if there's no movement, then how are you going to apply for the visa, right? But let me still just say it, just in case you're watching me from a place where you can actually still apply for a visa online. Don't bother. You're not going to be given this visa, except maybe you're some kind of special VIP, somebody that they need over here, and maybe the government is the one inviting you over for something, you know, maybe for this case, maybe you're needed. But if you know you don't fall into that category, do not apply for a visa right now. You're not going to be given. And if you already have a visa, right, don't bother coming, because there is a movement restriction, so you're not even allowed to come here at this point in time. So save your money, save your time, and I will give you guys another update again when everything is called off, like when we are finally allowed to move around, when the restrictions have been taken off and all of that. I am going to still give you guys another update, and I'll tell you guys when it is safe to come here. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure to share this video to people that might be interested in it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ciao.